You are this close to getting disciplined and you know it. You're at the worst stage. You know exactly what the good habits are. You know that you need to do them, but you just can't get yourself to do it. That's exactly where I was 5 years ago, but I've now been on this discipline path for 2 years straight, just getting better and better. And let me tell you right now, bro, you need to start smaller. You think that doing this big gesture, this sick good habit, yeah, you're gonna do a 10-step morning routine tomorrow. You're gonna do the biggest workout ever. You're gonna quit all your bad habits in one day. Good intention, but you ain't gonna do it. That's like the most retarded thing I've ever heard, because that's what most people think. Oh my God, especially these New Year's habits people, man. And the alcoholic who says that he's gonna quit cold turkey on New Year's, there's like a 1 in a million chance of that happening, bro. The fat retard on New Year's Day that says he's gonna have a 6-pack in this year, it ain't gonna happen, and we all know it. Why would the fat idiot say that? It's because he doesn't know the reality, innit? He's sort of merging the dream with his target. So the dream can be bigger, bro. The dream can be huge. Look, think big, act like it. He has to act like the guy with the 6-pack, of course, but is he gonna get it? Should he say, I'm gonna have a 6-pack this year if he's literally obese? No. So why are you the guy who does the bad habits, the guy who, you know about the discipline, you know what to do, in theory, you know what to do, but why are you telling yourself you're gonna do all of it tomorrow or next week or even in a month? You should not expect this stuff from yourself in such a small time frame when you've been conditioned over the past couple decades, bro, to be a scroller, a degenerate, bad habit doer. On my own discipline path, I slowly implemented the good habits. I first started with waking up early and doing a hard task that was conducive to my goals. It used to be I used to train boxing in the morning, then I used to do trading, I used to do uni work. All of these are the 20% tasks, the high leverage task. But it has to start small. Like, bro, I do over 10 good habits every morning. I do multiple rounds of the 20% task, but I would never tell myself to do that at the beginning of this year because I didn't have the mental capacity to do so. It's a marathon, man. It ain't a sprint, and I prefer sprinting, but it's a marathon. Every day you can treat as a miniature sprint, but over time it's a marathon. So you won't be able to simply wake up and overcome the mental inertia required to do, for example, my daily routine. And look, I'm not trying to like glaze myself here, but I've been on this path for 2 years, bro. That's like saying you can go to the gym and you can deadlift, I don't know, 3 times your body weight on your first day. You probably snap your back in half trying it, but maybe with 6 months of consistency, maybe even a year of consistency, you'll flip and get there, bro. But it all starts small, it all starts tiny. So pick one thing. I'm gonna give you 10 options, bro. Solitude, breathwork, meditation, visualization, a workout, the 20% task that's conducive to your goals, waking up before the sun, reading a book, plan tomorrow, today. And whatever naturally resonates with you out of those 10 habits, make yourself do it today. And if it's something like beating the sun, then yeah, you have to do it tomorrow. Use that list to just build your elite day. Your elite daily routine, your checklist. What do you have to check off every day to make sure you're making progress? Those habits, bro, are like, it's like eating the frog. You've probably heard of eating the frog if you're watching this, yeah? It basically is this analogy about if you're given your favorite meal of all time, but you have to also eat a frog with that meal. Would you eat the frog first and then eat the favorite meal, or would you eat the favorite meal and then eat your frog? The logic behind it is that you got to eat the frog first because then you can just enjoy the meal without thinking about that frog. Eating the frog, most people say, is like your 20% high leverage task, but I disagree, man. I think eating the frog should be something like the cold shower, because bro, everyone hates the cold shower, man. I wake up every morning 4 or 5 o'clock, and when you wake up at that time and you have to get in that cold shower, the pipes are still cold. It is brutal. I don't want to do it. Even today, yeah, I dreaded it, man. There are some days where I'm like kind of hyped to just go in and do it, but there are actually like obviously going to be days where you don't feel as great or as naturally motivated, or like your dopamine levels are just like a bit lower that day. Trust me, those are the days where the frog task is your cold shower. And that's why, like, doing these habits, maybe you naturally are inclined to like hate meditation. So that should be your frog task. You know, doing the 20% high leverage task for your actual goal, that can be like training, or that could be business work, that could be your job work. That's really flipping easy. Like, it is not hard to just get up and do some work on your laptop. It's not hard to get up and go train. I think it's a lot harder to overcome mental friction of thinking that I gotta have a cold shower, when the option of having it hot is right there, when the option of being like, well, what's the point of this anyway, is right there. A cold shower ain't gonna get you a good physique. A cold shower ain't gonna progress, move the needle in your business or whatever. You sort of being your own boss and telling yourself to do it for no reason, like no perceivable reason, is the exact reason you've got to do it. It's the frog task because there's no completely rational reason why you do it, except it makes you feel great or it makes you disciplined. That's why you got to do it, man. Once you do that, like the cold shower in the morning, for me, your frog task, the frog habit, whatever you want to call it, bruv. The 20% high leverage just becomes so flipping easy, bruv. It is unbelievable. Like, me recording this right now, there's some flipping YouTubers or like content creators out there who actually dread making the content, but I love it, man, because I'm dropping game that I would have needed back 5 years ago, or even 2 years ago. And if I had heard this back then, I would have actually taken action. Are you going to take action? Have a frog task, have your 20% high leverage, write it down, have that plan ready, follow this day, yeah? You're actually not building your elite day, you're building the elite version of yourself who goes out and crushes it, bruv. So start super small, man. Stop wasting your time. Just start acting, even if it's a tiny action. You've taken an infinitely larger step towards your goals than the version of you who just sits there and thinks all these big things. The Pathway of the Tiger is the system that I personally use. It's the link in the description. Go check it out, bro. Sweat or regret, I'm out.